to how to become a gigolo, okay? And I know I don't really make streams off my phone as much, from YouTube to Facebook onto Twitch, okay? But of course, I try to share this information, so it's just predominantly trying to help guys out, okay? Listeners' discretion is advised. I can get kind of explicit, so I know there may not be viewers watching me, but it depends on Twitch to keep this up professionally or to scrutinize. Their discretion, okay? It's their discretion. Listeners' discretion is advised. So as you should know, okay, I do game in the middle of the night. I may kind of look kind of goofy, okay? But of course, I'm the real deal. I'm the real Prodigy. Lots of individuals don't know me, but it's okay. I like it that way too. But if you do happen to find this video, you should share it. Because I have my own YouTube videos and on Facebook. I'm almost everywhere. I'm actually the Emerald Pill Male. The Emerald Pill King, okay? So, what time is it? Because I think it said I can only talk for like a half an hour. But I'm going to try to make it simple to 10 minutes. I try to keep things down to 10 minutes. This video is called How to Become a Gigolo. Because back in my days, as I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, I tend to found out something peculiar. I found out everything was about appearances. When I was younger, I got picked on and stuff. I got bullied on too. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do wear glasses, as a matter of fact. Okay. So, right there is you already got a strike against you with most women, because most women don't like glasses. Okay. So I kind of like had to improvise. Okay, I had to. Let me take these off because I was just grilling yesterday and and he smogged up again. So I got to clean them. I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. So as I was growing up, I realized that women have a weakness. And so since I started learning and studying comedians and starting to, I almost committed suicide. Okay, so I'm cutting out a lot of parts, okay, to my story here. And so when I almost committed suicide for not getting no booty from a hoe, okay, the word hoe, I realized that there has to be another way. So I started reading more and shit like that. Reading more psychology, okay? And I was really first introduced to understanding women's psychology by a pimp in the hallway. I was in high school and I was to commit suicide. She burnt my locker down. Long story. Don't worry about it. Okay? So I'm like, my locker's being burnt and I ain't getting no ass. And of course, I had enough personality and charm at that time, but I did not understand women's psychology enough to become a gigolo. So as I'm weeping like a little bitch, okay, a guy came to me and said, "Hey, aren't you the one who walks down the hall?" This is in high school, back in the 90s, okay? And so I'm like, he said, "You should read up on women's psychology or go to another country. Okay, the more English she knows, the more she's a hose, okay?" So I'm like, he was rhyming. He was way more attractive than I was, okay? My teeth was fucked up during those days. But I was still pulling women to come around me because of my mouth, okay? My teeth was pretty fucked up, but sense of charm works the charm. I sense the charm works the charm. I'm a 7 out of 10. So I don't care what you may view me as. I'm a 7 out of 10. Look at my body, okay? Look at my body. Look at my body. I'm working out. But anyway, so I digress here. A little background story. So I started realizing that since I already have the charm and I started studying on psychology on women from Dr. Ruth. Her name was Dr. Ruth. You actually look it up. Her name is Dr. Ruth. And I said, I want to be like a sexologist as well. I want to be a perverse person. I want to be a creative person. And I'm black. So, okay. Ain't it funny? So I say, okay, how about if I can't touch the pussy? What can I expect the pussy? During those days, I had OCD. See, this is the thing with it. My mom always asked me, okay, if you stick your dick in a red pecker, you can get something. What did they used to say back in the days? You stick your pink pecker in and you get disease. The old school shit, I told you I'm raised back in those days. So I learned like, hey, okay, I want to stick my dick in it. So I was OCD. I say, okay, if you're a virgin, I'm the one who would use ask, are you a virgin? Because I was a virgin. There was nothing wrong with that, okay? During those days. But I never encountered a female who said she was a virgin. She said, well, that was a personal question. I said, okay, if it's a personal question, I know she's not a virgin, okay? If she is a virgin and she says that to me, I'm going to tell her I'm a virgin. Okay, so I don't hide nothing. So I believe strongly that it's good to be direct with women and also honest. And also comical at the same time. Because if you're not a combination of comicalness, relief, and you don't have any knowledge about anything to keep a conversation going, she's going to look at you as a dunce. She's going to take advantage of you. Okay, so I had to learn how to bypass all of that. Because women have a sexuality. They have a need. They have urges. So I one day I was walking in a porn star, a porn office, a porn place. And then I saw some women in there, and I was like, I asked them a question. I said, what is these things? They said, you don't know what those are dildos. I said, a dildo? Those things were huge. Those things were huge. And everybody was laughing at me because I was like, those are huge. So you mean to tell me women come in here on an occasion? And I said, okay, I'm going to find the biggest one as possible and buy a strap-on. So that's when I became adept at having a strap-on in my backpack. I was like, what you got? I said, I'm packing. When I say I'm packing, that means I'm really packing. I'll strap that man and fuck your pussy up, okay? But anyway, I digress here. So how to become a gigolo? The first thing you need to do is get a sense of charm. That's a very hard thing for most guys because they don't have it like me, okay? I go on the basketball court, they be trying to make fun of me, and I got tired of that shit. I was like, oh, we gonna stop this fucking making fun of me, okay? Because I'm not fighting nobody. Verbatim, word conflict. And then when I start educating myself on how to fight back, even though they're more attractive than I am, I have the edge. I have the edge. So, get a sense of charm. You don't need any money. The charm overrides the money because you have the application process. You have the power. The second thing you're going to need is to advertise yourself. Now, during those days, there was no way to advertise yourself on the internet. So I would just randomly go up to females that were in those days. And me, I would have to wear a certain type of attire to get past the imagery that women usually shallowly look at. The front cover of the face, it's usually they get thrown off. Because women are more shallow when it comes to looking at appearances. So they look at your face. They automatically look at your face. Okay? And some of them who are a little educated, they'll look at your shoes. Or they look at what you're wearing. But most of the time, they look at your face. Okay? So I kind of I had to change some things. I had to change my teeth, okay? I had to fix those things, okay? This is a little bit of work you're going to need, okay? So your charm, your advertisement, which is your appearance. The internet wasn't existent back in those days, so you could just walk up to any female. But the problem is that when you're trying to sell yourself, you can't really talk to highly attractive females. They're already up on cloud 19, baby. I'm trying to tell you that. That's the problem with gigoloing and escorting. Most of them women are pretty much trash, okay? I'm just talking in basis of when it comes to beauty. If you're looking at the thought, she got all that makeup on her face, you're not going to fool those females. Countless times I would try to use the beta alpha structure to walk up on those females, but I'm not tall enough. See, I can't stop that though. You got to be a certain height. These females tell me the information, and I'm regurgitating it back to you to tell you how to be a gigolo. Okay, so that's it. That's all I really wanted to say, you guys. So the first thing we need to know is that you have to have a sense of charm. That's a very difficult thing. Am I truthful here? Knowing how to talk. Knowing how to sway a woman by being direct. I say, your titties is so succulent. Oh my God, let's go. See? You see? You joking around. But if a female takes you seriously, oh, I don't like that. She's not good in bed. Ah, okay. Women love compliments. No matter if it's any part of their body. Any female that says, oh, you shouldn't talk. that means she doesn't like you. She doesn't like you. That's all it means. Or maybe she's just terrible in bed. It's either one or the other. She doesn't like the way you look. Because if it was a celebrity, then she would change it. Okay. Now, since you got the chance of charm, you can bypass a lot of that shit. Okay. And then you gotta, your attire, your wear. You know, you don't need to wear a suit and a tie. But I used to do that. I did that, but that's another subject for another day. I did that shit, and I was very successful at doing that. Okay. But be yourself. Wear nice attire. Okay, wear nice attire like the gentleman. Okay, not no suit and tie, but just a t-shirt and a pair of shorts and stuff, looking, cool. You don't need glasses because women get deterred by glasses. They don't like that meticulous look. I'm telling you right now, that's a fact. Okay, from my experiences from the 80s. You should take, they told me to take my glasses off. And I'm like, okay, I'll take my glasses off, honey. Okay, honey bunny. So this video is particularly about how to become a gigolo. I ain't breaking no policy here. I'm just giving a little education. And I talk to other people, okay, worldwide here. I travel to Ethiopia abroad. If any woman is watching me, this is just something for the guys, okay? So don't get mad at me. I got stuff for y'all women too now here. I'm a sexologist. Not an institutionalized sexologist, but I'm more like a Dr. Sebi or a self-taught individual who's like a hacker, okay? So I just try to give an education here, and I don't want to make this video long because I know there's not a lot of people watching me, and this is so cool because Twitch may be on top. It's going to be on top. Mixer just got shut down. So early today, what I just talked about earlier, I'm going to go to do a synopsis, a summary of everything I said before I get out of here, you guys. I love you all, but I hate the minute you. Okay? The first step, charm. You guys and guys, charm. Okay? Second step, your appearance. Now, if you're a fatty patty or some shit like that, you're going to have to... Women don't like that. Okay? Women don't like that, guys. You got to sell yourself by advertisement. Now we have the internet. I'm old school. I used to walk up on females and I was successful. Women would pay my rent. Okay? You get paid $25 an hour. They gotta fill out the application process, babies. You use strap-on. You don't have to have sex with women in order to please them. So sense of charm, the strap-on, okay? Sense of charm and strap-on goes together hand in hand. I used to carry the strap-on in my backpack. But what you got in that bag? You always carrying in that bag and shit, right? And I'm like, I'm packing. And everybody be laughing. But then I open up the zipper and I pull out the strap and like everybody laugh even more. I was like, yo, that's fucking serious. Because nobody did that. And I was so innovative. Nobody does that. Use a strap on to get paid. And so you mean to tell me you got a little penis? They always say, no, I don't. You want to see my penis? How much money are you going to say I got a small penis? Put your money where your mouth's at. Okay. I do not touch used vaginas. No. Because I have OCD with that shit. I don't like... If a female once a female says she's not a virgin, that's money. Right there. She's a mother, that's money. I was a babysitter. I'm a gigolo. I'm a goddamn gynecologist. A professional gynecologist. I don't be fucking around. If y'all women, any women out there who get your daily checkups from your gynecologist, let me tell you one thing. If the gynecologist tells you, does the pussy always goes back to where it was? And he tells you, yes, it does. You better drop that motherfucker. Because that's not the truth. And I feel bad for a lot of women who believe that this shit that snaps back, gang. How many times I saw and I record shit, loosey-goosey, flappy-jappies, nully pussies. Nobody knows what those things are. Because I'm from the 80s. I was raised back then in those days, babies. So, these women now these days, not hating on women, by the way, have this idea that it's going to stay perfect. Even after they have babies. And that's all I want to say, you guys. Charm, strap on your health, okay? And you can advertise on YouTube. You can advertise everywhere. I still get hits, but the women don't want to follow through with the application process. An application process for a gigolo is important. That's where your professional side is at, correct? You can't just go female. Oh, no, 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 no. No, no, you got to protect yourself from rape. Like Dave Chappelle, he did that one little skit and he was doing all that shit. I said, yeah, hey, you got to fill out her signature. It's very important. Her signature. You don't need to have sex with women, you guys. And I told you this time and time again on my YouTube pages. You read my description. Motherfuckers, okay? I'm allowed to say motherfuckers on Twitch, right? This is not for children, okay? And I hope my daughters learn every word differently. So when she hear the word motherfucker, she thinking that my mother is a beautiful person. When I tell my daughter, what is pussy? She says it's a pussycat. Y'all don't understand psychology these days. It's sad. And I'm out of here, you guys. I gotta give me something to eat. So every once in a while I'll pop up in here. Unless they don't take down my video. It's gonna be reposted on the YouTube. Because it's sad that how freedom of speech is in danger. Okay, and when you try to articulate your words the correct way, you get more views, but I try my best not to articulate myself too much. I don't want that much attention. I would not mind having only 10 people watching. Because the general masses of asses will take things and twist it to their own concoction to pull you down. I can't be touched by Me Too. I can't be touched by none of those things because I don't be around nobody. I got cameras on me. I'm in isolation here, okay? I'm not a prisoner though. I'm free. But I got stories to tell you guys. If you keep up and you follow and you share, then I know that you goddamn care. And y'all have a nice motherfucking day. Please rewind and record if you need help, okay? And ask questions, please. Peace.